11 scored 50% or 2 of you scored 0. 0 means we didn't get a name, they didn't get a name, we didn't get a firm name, they didn't say thank you, didn't get any information from us. Can you do better?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Can you do better?
Yes.
Must you do better?
Yes.
Absolutely you must do better. Who's responsible for you doing better? You are. All of you are responsible for doing better. Now, let's talk about micromanaging the client experience in some other ways, and we're going to come back to your intake side of it. You have to plan and manage every step of the client experience. Every single step, from the second people call your firm to when they come in your office, they pull in your parking lot, they see your building, they see your parking arrangements. Every single place you touch that client and they touch you, you have to provide exceptional customer service. Bisnard Chase, a big PI firm in California we worked with for many, many years, they have their sign on their building. Oh, Gil, we can't get our sign on our building, we rent our building. So, you negotiate your lease, right? How about a lease provision that includes signage? It's worth it. Do you want your clients driving around not being able to find your office? It happens. Anybody here ever have a no-show problem? Anybody? Yeah, we all do. Every single one of you has a no-show problem, and sometimes that no-show is just because it's too hard. I can't find your office. I couldn't find a place to park. Traffic was too bad. I didn't know how to get there. I was running late and I was embarrassed to show up. But if you touch them every step of the way to make it easier for them to come see you by having a sign on your building, having reserved parking for your potential clients, you make it easier for them to treat you. You must have a script for answering your phones. Don't wing it. Too many law firms bring in a new receptionist, plop them down at the desk, say, there's the phone, there's the extensions, there's the attorney names, have at it. Okay. Do you tell them what to say? Do you tell them how to answer the phone? Do you teach them unique competitive advantages? No, you don't. But you must. Otherwise, you will continue getting 0s and 10s and 20s and having those clients go somewhere else to that nasty competition we talked about in the beginning. This is a director of first impressions. This is a nice little Canadian lady named Marie, who is the director of first impressions at this law firm. Now, director of first impression is the first person people talk to, whether it's on the phone or in person. And you know what? She greeted every potential client by name. How in the world did she know that? She had a list. Who's coming in today at 9 o'clock? Who's coming in today at 11 o'clock? She had a list. She knew who was coming in. She made it her business to answer the phone professionally and properly every single time, and to greet every single potential client in a way that made them feel welcome and comfortable. Upscale excellence and personal attention. You know, these guys, they have a 10-foot waterfall in their office. It's impressive, it sounds great. Stephen liked us so much, he got one for our office. But ours only 8 foot because we don't have 10-foot ceilings. I had to make sure I didn't have an office near there because that rushing water would make me pee every half hour. It's an age problem. Some of you get it, right? Also, one of the things that they do, which is so easy, so inexpensive, and so effective, every single time they have a client meeting, they put up a conference room reserved for and the client name on that conference room. Is this hard to do? No. You get a little sign holder from Staples, you print off a sheet on your copier, boom, you hang it up there, they walk in, ooh, that's for me. Look at me, I all fancy. Easy, impressive, customer service excellent every single time. They offer a menu of drink choices. You know, I know most of you, how many of you offer your new clients something to drink when they come in? Everybody, hopefully something, you know. These guys, they went to Costco, bought a case of everything, stored it, and printed up a menu. And they put in a nice little folder like you'd get a wine list or a beer list at a craft place. Said, what would you like? And they get choices. Is it hard to have all that kind of coffee? Anyone here never heard of a Keurig? Single serving, right? You pump those out one after another. It's impressive. It's customer service oriented. It's not expensive. It's easy to do. And how do they serve it? on a silver platter. You know why? Because they can. And it doesn't even have to, I mean, I think this is like a $15 platter from Costco or Sam's Club, you know. But it's impressive, and the clients feel as though they are important, they are being treated well, that you care about them, and that's what you're trying to do. You want to create that exceptional customer experience every single time. Every touch is an opportunity for you to impress your clients and to make them your biggest cheerleaders, your most devoted clients. Also, when they come in, minimize the work they have to do. Nobody wants to come in and sit down, well, we need you to come in 45 minutes earlier to fill out the paperwork. Nobody wants to do that. Make it as easy for them as possible. And also, if you can give them a nice folder with their fee agreement, frequently asked questions, contact information, things to expect as you represent them in their case, they will cherish that. Look what my lawyer gave me. Extensive follow-up after the client signs up. Once you get the client, you're not done talking to the client. You're not. You have to touch along the way to keep them interested, to keep them satisfied, to keep them invested, to let them know you are working hard for them. All right? Initial follow-up emails with frequently asked questions, reminders of things that are going on in their case. These guys, they have a book out, and they send it about a week after they sign up. It's like, oh, look at this, I got something in the mail. In the mail. How many people get actual real mail these days that's not a bill or junk mail? Not very often, right? But if you get something from your law firm that's not a bill, that's a book, they appreciate that. Over-communicate with the clients. These guys are masters at this. Over-communicate with the clients. They get a personal phone call by a paralegal every month to update them with the status of the case, even when there is nothing new. For those of you that have long-term projects, personal injury matters, divorces that are stalled, calling your clients, having someone from your office reach out and say, hey, we just want to let you know that we're still waiting on that order from the judge. Nothing is going on right now. We have a deadline coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to get that handled. But we wanted to make sure that you were aware of what was going on in our case. Minutes turns into years of gratitude. Minutes turns into years of gratitude. Don't ever forget the number one reason why attorneys get reported to the bar. Lack of communication with your clients. Lack of communication from the attorney. I don't know what's going on. It's also the reason 2/3 of clients leave firms. Lack of communication. Now, again, we like to hold Bisnar Chase out as an example because they do everything right. They've learned from us, we've learned from them. These are things that you can learn as well. They send a thank you gift 90 days after signing up their new injury client to fight buyer's remorse. For those of you in the injury world, you understand this. Client comes in, they have a pretty good case, you sign them up, you send them on their way, you explain to them how long it's going to take, all the things you have to do, the hoops you have to jump through, the medical records you have to order, the police reports you have to get, the experts you might have to hire, and they go, okay, it's going to take a while. And then when they get home, I'm getting Monday in 90 days. I can hardly wait to buy that new jet ski or that plasma TV or the new Xbox for the kids. So after 90 days, they get a thank you gift saying, hey, we really appreciate you trusting us. We're working on your case. We're doing all the things we told you we're going to do. And here's a little gift for you to remind us. It's nothing overly expensive. In this case, it's a little car kit with information and air gauge and things like that. Coffee mug, just things, little branded things that remind them we're working on your case and we care about you. Thank you for trusting us. All current and former clients get a monthly e-newsletter. All current and former clients get a monthly e-newsletter with relevant topics. Because they want their clients to be aware of relevant topics? No. They want to be top of mind with all their clients and for everyone their clients talk to. What's the best source of new clients for most of you? Existing clients or former clients. But if your former clients never hear from you again, guess what they're going to do? Forget who you are. They are not going to remember you. That's just the nature of the business. They will not remember you. But when you get